Sorry about that, guys. My phone got full or something. I don't know. Anyway, these are your last 3 cards for the reading. So, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Wands. I would say don't go off just dating someone. I see somebody kind of... the Queen of Swords is pretty cutthroat, pretty direct, not very emotional, not very wise, and not very like loving. She's pretty cold. There could be someone there, but that's only going to deplete your personal energy. The King of Pentacles reversed here isn't having a very good time. Whenever I see court cards, maybe this is also just the 2 of you together. So whichever one of you is more cunning and cold and maybe a little manipulative, maybe that's you, maybe that's the other person. This is not a good match. You got to be honest with yourselves, right? The King of Pentacles reversed, they're having opposite views of the entire world. One's upside down and one's upright. They're not even the same suit. They're not looking at anything from the same angle. It looks like she's got the upper hand. He's depleted. So there's a big imbalance here. There's not a lot of like working togetherness here. So maybe that's you guys, or it's somebody wanting to choose to get into a relationship with somebody else in order to move on. I wouldn't suggest it if it's somebody like this, or somebody like this, like a weak person who's easily manipulated versus a crazy manipulator. That's a bad relationship, and it's going to only cause strife. So whoever this is for, I think this card makes me feel like it's for you, Gemini. Don't get into a bad relationship. You're going to have to hold your own a little bit here. You're going to have to stand your ground. And maybe, if this is the ex and you are thinking about getting back together with them, I think you should stay strong and stick with the not doing that. I know that karma should be rectified, but I don't know that right now is the time, because somebody's healing here. They've got some things on the horizon. They're trying to move on really hard. And if this is, this looks like another person though. This doesn't look necessarily like the ex. So if there's a third party, don't contact your ex, because that's just fucking confusing and cruel. So hold your ground. I'd say focus on yourself. If you are the one who's lying to yourself about moving on, just stop doing that. Be strong, which means admitting to yourself what the truth is, because if you can't even admit the truth to yourself, good fucking luck. You know what I mean? So, be honest with yourself. If you're really having a hard time moving on, figure out why. Figure out what that means. Look at it. Like you need to examine these things. Figure out why the karma doesn't feel balanced yet. But if you're this other person who's like readily moving on because you've been really healing and going through the whole process and not hiding yourself from it, this is indicating to just stand your ground. Hold your ground there. I think it takes, this was an important relationship where it was heavy. There's a lot going on here. So I think it's kind of shitty to move on quickly from a relationship like that. People always end up getting hurt. I think we all know that from experience, right? I cannot be the only one. Every single person has done that at least once. And it's always been painful, so, unless those 2 people are just completely in love and then just run off into the sunset and everything's fine, right? But how fucking often does that happen? Not very. So I'd say go easy on the rebound game. I'd say don't go crazy with that. I don't think that's gonna be very good, and it's just gonna weaken the position, and it's gonna be deepening into the lying to yourself about being over it. Something's undone or unfinished, but I don't think that you need to be the one to reach out or do anything. So I'd say just let it lie. Hopefully karma will just be able to rectify itself on its own. Hopefully, right? I don't know if it works that way. I've never seen it, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm only 33. So what do I know? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd say there's some X energy flowing right now for you guys. And whatever you do with that, do it cautiously and do it thoughtfully. and I hope that it works out for you. Leave me some comments about it if you feel the need to. That being said, thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching, it means that it touched you in some way, and that is wonderful for me to know. So like, subscribe, share, and comment if you have anything to say to me, or you liked it or you were into it. It helps me keep this going, which I like to do. I have a schedule of my upcoming videos. There should be a lot of them coming out in the next week, so if I'm late on any of them, sorry. They take a while to do. But yeah, there's a schedule in my description box below. And my Etsy store is also there, so you can get a personal reading from me if you like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini, and I will see you in a couple days. Thanks, bye.